Let's be real. Cheating doesn't come out off nowhere. No one wakes up and says, "You think I'll destroy my relationship today?" No. It builds quietly, patient, like a slow leak in your roof drip bid. A missed text here, a cold glance at the hug that feels just a little too formal at first. You don't even ness it. You're too busy with life bills. Work, responsible ladies. You'll choke it up too. She's just tired. You'll tell yourself it's got a lot going on. But truth is, the leak has already started. And you won't notice it until the whole damn ceiling collapses, until it's too late, until the laughter stops, until the texts get shorter, until the woman you loved is sitting across from you and she's just not there. But here's what no one tells you. Woman wo cheats. Never does it without lays. It's never silent. It's never clean. And it's never without cracks in foundation. Please let that sink in. The signs are always there like breadcrumbs a juicer didn't want to follow. Vio told Yozel stories that she's just boozy just to read that it'll pass that sheen space. But behind that, excuse a Ben fat soft to kneel, there's a manna knows he feels it. He sends the things wrong buff just doesn't teach the strength to say it out loud. Noted hand. If you've ever felt that gut punch, that quiet dread that something ain't right, that dick in your chest at 20 mem, the first red flag, she stops asking about your day, that silence in a room that used to with laughter. This one's for you, Kuzwan. A woman cheats. She allies. Leaves footprints in. You can't choose moments you'll read later, wondering how you didn't see it. And today we're not brushing it. 10 to the rug. Today we're tracking every one of those signs so you didn't miss them again, so you didn't question your worth, so you walk into clarity, not confusion. Let's be in one. Her attention shifts and she pretends it hasn't. This one doesn't scream. It whispers. It creeps in. You didn't a PhD in psychology to feel it. You just need to notice the vibe. One day she's warm, she's curious, she's invested, she's asking about your day, smiling when you walk in holding your hand just because the next day it's like you're talking to a stranger wearing her face. Shadow doesn't ask how your meeting went. She stops laughing at her story. Stephen, Theon she used to. She forgets your mom's birthday. A Thatcher allergic to shellfish. She forgets you, and when you bring it up when you say, "Hey, something feels different," she hits you with your river thinking, "I've just been tired. You're a binga." But here's the truth, brother. Women didn't pull away randomly. They did it just shut down emotionally with the cows. They pull away when they're emotional. Investment shifts elsewhere. Whether it's another mana, fantasy, or just the idea of freedom and escape, the focus, it's no longer on you. And that is first, rail crack. It doesn't look like betrayal. It doesn't sound like either, but it is because emotional distance. That's always the first step before physical betrayal. Sign to start, cheating. This small stuff cheating dose, start in bedroom. That's the been sold in movies that it begins with ease. Touch a hotel room, but real life fight starts in the sheet. Who said to tell you everything, Gavin, the boring stuff? What Susan at work said. What she had for lunch. How dog barked at the Doug. Our guy now, she just says long day and walks away. No detail, no stories. Now aren't. And you don't even realize that. First, because you all have rough days, right? But then you notice it's not just their words that have gone quiet, it's her presence she used to for phone on, the right unlocked face-up notifications, Bing, no big deal. Know that phone's face, down locked tighter a bank vault weighs in, her hand haven when Shasha wears. It's, within her joke about it, she says, "GH, you're being dramatic. You don't trust me. I boom, you become a bad guy. You're jealous. You're insecure. You're insecuring, Buck brother. Let's not pretend. You didn't see what's really happening here. She's compartmenting, dividing her life into two lanes. The version of herself that's still with you, and the version that's quietly sleeping away. You see, Omen doesn't have to out sudden changes in appearance, fitness, the door to live. Sometimes stays, but takes a very thing that matters with her. Her truth, her loader, her loyalty, her body may still be theorem, but her heart is packing its bags. A cheating woman beckons a magician sheds straws with one hand. Look, everything's fine. You're just paranoid, while the other hand hides what you are not, supposed. Tussie, it's mock and mirrors. It's manipulation with a smile. And if you start thinking you're crazy, if you start doubting what you feel deep in your chest, it's because of me as something even more powerful. Fanning, emotional gaslighting. Shimako question. Reality make you wonder, you're just being too sensitive, make you feel guilty for noticing that she's changing, but deep down you know you've always known, because energy doesn't lie. Woman's her effort, her words. They all shift when her heart does, and here's the worst part. She still act like she's yours. Justin now to kippiack and fuss, but in truth she sought to showing a new life, one wary not cast in fleeting real anymore. She won't hold you, she won't fight you. It's just fade a bit by bitter, and by the time unite us, she has already halfway out, emotionally free and inaccountable sing the inimuses or mutzone of the loudest red flags. This happens in the bedroom, or a dozen in raw emotional intimacy. It's just about sex. It's about connection that's about energy. It's a boss's meeting with trust in between not. A woman starts cheating fattened to ginseng. You feel it before you even realize what you are feeling. She might. Suddenly the meld's distant as if it. You takes effort as if your hands are unfamiliar, as if your breath against. Her skin no longer feels like home. But like a memory. She's out round and you start asking yourself, what did I wrong? Did I change? Is stressed, but it's deeper than thought. Sometimes the shift goes the other way. She becomes too interested, too aggressive, too intense. She introduced new moves, different energy, a fire that wasn't there before, and instead of feeling exited, you feel confused because the question starts dojo in your head where DJ learned that 2 is this, really 4, and that's the twist, mirror back a near coldness or hypersexuality arisen's cause when a woman is cheating us, not just sharing, her body redirecting her intimate security, and intimate like money has a limit. It can't be spent in 2 places. A taunt. So huff happens that currency, secretive phone behavior, either dries up with you or gets exaggerated. Thus, a performance as a cover-up as magic controls sex becomes one of 3 chore just to peep the piece, a performance, a stage show to make you think nothing's wrong, a confession in disguise and a foru her own guilt bond, thing it rarely is any more rural it in aftermath when she's over instead of holding you when silence between you stretches long earth on the night when you feel more alone after bung close than you did bore. It's like kissing simony through a glass well, it looks same sounds them but empty. That isn't love, that isn't connection, that isn't a phase. That's their sad-off betrayal. Julia awake, wondering why does she feel so far away, and the answer because she already is. Her body may still be next, to you. Both her soul is somewhere else. Her thoughts are with someone else. Her heart isn't a world you're not invited into. And that my brother Eisen, cruelest, forms of floss, part 5, dots in 5. Her future plans no longer include you. This one hits different. It doesn't come with a scream. It doesn't. It comes with a fight, comes with quiet, a kind of emotional fog. That fat rolls in slow, but once it's there you can't see the future anymore. At least not the one you base to dream off one day. She's saying when we go on vacation next summer. The next, it's single quotes at Travelmore. We just, I choose to say, when we get a plaza tagger. Now it's Ivy, Bean thinking of moving, and it's not just words. It's phoned the sense of excitement, lack of shared vision, the shift from us to me, and it stings because it's subtle, because doesn't come with an announcement, because it happens in swale ways. You don't even realize she's slowly erasing you from her future. Ish talks about growth. No, about space, about feeling, but not with you. Shock. Say I want pole together. Sh says I need time. I need distance and need to figure things out. And when y'all, where do I fit into all this? Shall confess as if the thought, including never even crossed Herman. That's when it hits you. She's already planning her exit and you, urge, just waiting. Tub notified. That's why Wu feel like a ghost in your own relationship. That's why her eyes don't light up, K, when they meet yours anymore. That's why everything feels like it's floating in limbo, because in her mind it's already moved. Neon. She just hasn't packed the bugs yet to still standing in the way, and she's already ready down the emotionally free, spiritual gone, catching up to the mo, and I know this is where most men break when she mentions just a friend. Too often. Beg they bargain, they try to become. Better try to fix what she already decide wasn't worth saving. But don't chase, don't plead, don't shrink, because of Shahut lose herself, defend herself, brother. She was never truly yours too. Begin with the bigger truth. Cheatingness, a random act. It's a process, slow erosion of connection. A woman doesn't cheat the moment she touches another man. She cheats the sheds, connects from emotionally, and make a styling decision not to reconnect. That's when begins, in the day she stops trying. In night, she stops turning toward Rebed. In the week, she stops including in plans. In the month, she starts looking for something more without ever telling you. She stopped seeing value in what you already had. The signs are always there. But you have it to be brave enough now to see them and strong enough to walk away when you be cozy. Here's the hard truth. If you let Sumian cross your boundaries on Seoi taught them, it's okay to do ain't so hot. Do you stay awake? You stay grounded. You listen to your instincts. And most importantly, you didn't shrink for anyone who has outground your loyalty. Let's zoom out, for as canned widow's cheating destroyer, Sida. It's not just about broken trust. It's a booth, death of a dream, the slow culps of a future you were building with both hands. The moment when Webby comes, me and left in Thorikage wondering if Fovich was ever real. But here's what, you must heart day. It was real. Your forte, your faith, and her love of it, real even if her commitment died quietly in the background. But her rests truths most men miss. This isn't just a bother. This is about you. This is a boot wet you've tolerated in the of love art. But the signs you ignored in the name of hope about the night you loaded beside her, feeling lonely and blaming yourself for it. But no more today, yup. Today you stop making excuse for Sumi and Elsa's betrayal. Today you reclaim your parrot by hating her but by choosing ya. Because that truth is you can't control her. Cheats on you but you can't control her happens. Next bonus tip. Watch how. Fars. This is the most overlooked exig. Most important. Every couple hosps. Every relationship hits row patches. But what separates real love from fake loyalty is what she does when things get Leon in, or does she drift further? Does she open up, or does she shut you out? Does she fight for the relationship, or just fight inside. D, because when a woman is truly yours, she does in. When things get uncomfortable, she doesn't retreat in tassel. Nth dot, shadow sign, give less and complete space. She shows up even when it's hard, when that's messy. So if she's no longer repairing with you, she's already building without you. And that myth is your signal. So know what you've seen, the signs. You've heard the truth. You've felt that. And know it's time to choose clarity of her conf to stop guessing. Stop justifying. Stop waiting for someone who's already gone. You don't need closure from her. You need courage in yourself. So here's what I want you to do. Comment the word clarity. Do you feel cis in your soul? If you're donor, tolerating emotional neglect, you're redundant questioning your let this body day, you're no longer begged to stay in a place you're Rubing Jolie evicted from, and if you're a dare to flies tired of, manipula-centered of bind only one, holding their relationship to subscribe to K's on this channel. We didn't chase, we sharpen minds. We didn't teach you how to win. Her back we see a wow to never lose.